Hi, my name is Sarah Chittum, and I created Texas Gulf Coast War on Fentanyl after losing my 21-year-old son to fentanyl poisoning on November the 17th, 2021. I also moderate for the nationwide group Lost Voices of Fentanyl, and I have recently begun to collaborate with Miss Stephanie Turner of Texas Against Fentanyl to get education that she's brought into our local schools. As a mom who lost her only biological son, I often wondered, what is my purpose now? Am I no longer a mother? And as I begun to talk to other mothers and fathers who had also lost their children, I realized we don't have a local group for bereavement or fentanyl education purposes, and that's why I created the group. When Seth was growing up, he faced lots of adversity. He had an absent father because of a substance abuse disorder and was not in his life, and he also was sexually abused at a young age. I took him to lots of counseling, but he really struggled to find his place in this world. He was in and out of trouble quite a bit, and I was the epitome of a tough love mother. I did everything that I thought was by the book. I never enabled him. I monitored his social media, his movies, his music. I did everything I knew to do, and Seth did not like that at all. So at about age 19, he ended up getting kicked out of my home. He went to live with a childhood friend, and during that time, a home invasion occurred. The people that broke into the home did not realize that my son was home, and the man put my son in a headlock and told the girlfriend to shoot him. The girlfriend opened fire on my son and emptied her entire clip into him. My son had to spend over a month in ICU during COVID where he could have no visitors, meaning during the most painful, shattered time in his life, I couldn't be there. He had to learn to eat again, to walk again, a lot of different things with no physical support there. And when he got out of the hospital, he feared. He feared for his life. Seth had never received justice for being shot, and he feared that the couple would come after him to finish the job. He also feared eating. Everything he ate hurt. He ate a lot of baby food. He drank a lot of Boost. He had a lot of stomach pain all of the time, and he ended up with another bowel obstruction. He ended up in the hospital again with another major surgery. The worst, though, were the night terrors. My son woke up every single night with a night terror. It was so bad that it sweated the bed down, and he was sweated down, and everything had to be changed, and he really just lost all zeal for living. He didn't want to live like he was anymore, so he started self-medicating. He started smoking marijuana, but then he had to be drug tested, and if you don't know this, marijuana takes about 21 days to leave the body, and pills only take about 3. So the night he died, he was going to a new girl's house to spend the night, and I'm sure he didn't want to have a night terror in her home. That's embarrassing to wake up in someone else's bed sweated down. I'm sure he wanted just a little bit of mental relief, so he bought a pill from somebody he called family. That means to me that he trusted this guy. Unfortunately, that pill contained a lethal dose of illicit fentanyl, and it took my son's life. Had the girl that was with him known what poisoning looks like, or known what overdosing on something looks like, then she could have saved his life, but she didn't. None of us knew about illicit fentanyl. Pills are very normalized today. If you have a headache, what do? You go to the medicine cabinet to get a pill. If the doctor tells you you're diabetic, you don't go out and exercise and eat right, you take a pill. So to most of our kids out there today, pills are not illegal, they're not bad, they're normal. You got a problem, you take a pill. Unfortunately, the pill that my son chose to take took his life. If you ask me, I agree that this needs to be declared a weapon of mass destruction. This is killing. This is killing off our next military age. Who's going to be our military if we don't have military-aged kids here? Parents like myself are doing all we can to educate people on illicit fentanyl. But where's our COVID-like response? Within 3 months of COVID, we knew wash your hands, wear a mask, social distance. The CDC's put out not one public service announcement for fentanyl. Why? We have to wonder why. I'm going to continue to do my part. I'm going to make sure that my son did not die in vain. But my prayer is that we can get our White House on board, because we should all, this has been going on for longer than 8 deadly years. Why are we not all aware of fentanyl? Why was I not aware of fentanyl? Why was my son not aware of it? Why hasn't the White House done something yet? My son should still be here. I shouldn't have to be up here telling you all his story. But because we were unaware of it, this is me, and this is me telling his story to you, and I appreciate the opportunity to do so. Thank you so much.
Unmute.